doozy of a day.
A real doozy.
I have a little bit of a movie theater gripe.
Let's hear it.
I feel like popcorn sucks now at the movie theater. And
Oh, whoa, that's a hot take, ma'am. Let's sit down
I
here.
so, I'll tell you where it all began. It was at Exit 8,
I
which
was a
was
small child. I'm sorry.
No, I used to love movie theater popcorn, and I thought that AMC had the best popcorn, but when we went to go see Exit 8, I got a bowl of popcorn because we were at Alamo, and, like, the more you go, you get points, and so I had points for free appetizers. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get popcorn." Well, it sucked. It was, like, stale, didn't really have any flavor. So I asked for another bowl, it was the same thing. Well, from here on out, I started thinking about how, a lot of restaurants just use Cisco products now. A lot of
Yeah.
places aren't, like, scratch made, and it's just all Cisco bullshit. I started thinking about it, and, like, maybe they're all getting the same, like, shitty Cisco popcorn or something. And so, I tried AMC popcorn when I got my One Wish Willow bucket. It was not good, and that I got, like, literally the first popcorn of the day.
Oh,
Had,
wow.
like, a weird flavor. And then at first, I was like, "Well, maybe it's just, like, the big chain movie theaters that their popcorn sucks now. Maybe the independent ones, they'll be a little better." Not really. I mean, there's a couple places that are still okay, like our Paramount Theater downtown, their popcorn's pretty good. But I think there's something happening with movie theater popcorn, and I am like Charlie Day with the string board. I mean, I'm like, "I need to get at this theater I haven't been to in a while and try their popcorn, because 'Cause I'm kind of at a point, like, after I'm done with my research, I don't think I'm gonna get it anymore. There's just something different about it.
Hmm. Uh,
I need you to carry out this investigation in Mississippi for me, okay? Do you accept the mission?
yes, because I love
Okay.
popcorn, and I
I do too.
also have this problem. Although Cinemark's been really good, I haven't had any problems at our Cinemark, and then I went to the Grand Theater in Slidell, which is, in Louisiana. It's the opposite direction of where I was gonna go the other day, but same distance. Uh, and their popcorn was really good, although they're under new management, new ownership now, I guess.
Oh, so maybe they've fixed
Y
it.
Yeah. Now, that one theater that the local one we had,
Oh, huh.
that's where the guy went crazy during COVID.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that pla ugh, that with that popcorn, I went in there and I'm like, "Did y'all make this
It was
today?"
it was probably, like, 3 weeks old.
It that
It's just
dude, that's how it felt. It felt like they just like, "Oh, hey, we got some leftover popcorn over here. Let's just put it back in there." Yeah, I bad popcorn is a disappointment for multiple reasons. One, because if you're at a movie and you don't get that that nice crunch, that buttery, salty crunch, it's disappointing. Second, you spend all that fucking money on that fucking popcorn.
Yes. That's another thing. So I didn't get popcorn for a long time because I was like, "Dude, I'm a fucking ripoff. This is like 20 cents worth of kernels, and then they put some shit on it." But now I'm like, "Oh, I should have been getting it that whole time because now it sucks. Back then it was good."
So, this is only since Exit 8?
Yeah, let me see when that was.
Like a month ago.
Was it really? I think it was 5 years ago.
No, I
No,
think it
but
was, like, maybe 2 to 3 months ago. I don't know,
I
apparently,
think
my
that you're
time is way
right.
off.
No, I think you're right. Let's see.
It's streaming now, by the way.
Uh, oh, okay. So I saw it on April 13th.
Yep.
So it's been about 2.5 months that I've been working on my research. So yeah, if you could work on that in Mississippi for me, if we have any other listeners in other states, let me know what you think. I think what
Okay.
it is, they're not putting as much stuff on it. Like, they use this stuff called Flavacol, and that's what makes it good. And it's in a little it looks like it's in a milk carton. 'Cause somebody had come out online a couple years ago and be like, "Oh, buy this and add it to your popcorn, it's what they use." I think they're not putting that on there anymore to save money, or they're putting, like, a fraction of it. 'Cause whenever I get popcorn, it tastes just like if you've ever made it at home and it's just unsalted and just the kernels, I feel like that's what I get a lot of the time. Just doesn't have flavor. And, like, the fake butter is fine, but you're only getting it on a little bit, even if you
Yeah.
try different hacks, it's not going, like, all the way through and dispersing.
I've never noticed that. I don't even get the butter on there. I did that, like, I did that a couple of times. I don't like it
Mhm.
on my fingers.
Yeah, and it makes the popcorn wet and, like,
Yes.
soggy. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm not really a fan, but I've got desperate. I've had to put the butter on there.
That's so strange. Now watch the next time you go back, it's gonna be, like, perfect, and you're like, "What are y'all doing? The
I mean, I
conspiracy!
hope so. My
You're
sister
turning
and
the
I are
frogs
doing
gay!"
Yeah! This is my fucking turning the frogs gay, I swear to God. Now I'm taking it to you. Matthew has heard me bitch about this for a while, but I'm sharing it with the world now.
I feel like I haven't heard anyone really complain. I know if I asked, CZ, our boy Cumzone, he'd
Uh,
be like, "Hmm, tastes fine to me. Huh, huh, huh." Mr. Non-confrontational.
I don't
And
know if this
then,
is a Texas problem.
you know who I could get an answer from? I know DR, our boy DR could probably answer it, but Lady DR, she gets
Oh, okay.
popcorn. And she got mad at me one day, so I know she's a popcorn lover because Corey,
Oh, yeah, she threw some popcorn, right?
yeah, she wasted it after getting mad at me a few movies ago where they bought, like, the big bucket thing,
Uh-huh.
and it had just been sitting there, and Corey and, I think Corey asked me if I wanted the last of it, and I was like, "Sure, if y'all done with it?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, we haven't touched it." I'm like, "Okay." So I finished it, and then Amber goes, "Corey, where's the popcorn bucket?" He's like, "Oh, I gave it to D-Rock, to Derek, he ate it." She's just like, so every once in a while, she'll give me shit about it, and
That's the worst.
I was set up.
Yeah.
But I told her, I'm like, "Y'all bought the big one, you could go get a free refill."
Oh, yeah, that's true. See, and if the popcorn was good, maybe I would do that, but it's not good anymore.
Yeah, I I only have one other theater down here that I could try. It's the
Mm.
one at our mall. I don't usually
Oh,
go out
okay.
that way, but I will make it a point to try that one.
Thank you.
No problem. That one's cool because you know why? You
Why?
get free refills on your drinks,
Oh, hell yeah.
but they got those machines you don't like.
It's the shitter yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
figured it was the shittier machine.
yeah. But I'm like, free drinks, free refills. I don't have to spend another, like $6 on a
Yeah.
soda. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the good thing about those dumbass machines, but the only good thing. But my sister and I are gonna go to a movie this weekend, and she lives in Buda, which is, like, I don't know, 45 minutes away from me, and then the next town over is Kyle, and there's a movie theater there that is I don't know if it's, like, independent, but it's this place called Evo, and it has, like, games and kinda just like a family place, like laser tag and shit, and they have a movie theater. So, I'm hoping that since Kyle is kinda outside of Austin, I don't think it's a big chain, I'm hoping he's laughing at me as I'm talking, but I'm hoping the popcorn there will be good. I've been chasing the high of good popcorn, and I haven't been able to get it.
I'm not laughing at you as in like, haha, listen
I
to her
know,
rant
I
about
know.
this. I'm honestly
It's
laughing.
ridiculous.
Oh no, I'm it's me trying to refrain from interrupting with like stupid jokes. You're like, yeah, we're thinking about going to Kyle. I'm like, is their town mascot a monster can? Is the is
A
everyone
dip cup.
is everyone is it like a mandate to wear a wife beater?
Yeah, pretty much.
God, no, I feel you though. So I'm looking up movie theaters around me, and I know those three. I could go to okay, there is the one in Picayune out there by DR, and that one is, the oldest theater on the coast right now. It
Hmm.
is, like, one of those old school ones you go in there.
They probably know their shit. I bet their popcorn is good.
I hope, but the thing is it's the same kind of building, and it used to be owned by the same company that owned the one that we had here,
Mm.
like, back before Katrina, and then after Katrina, it didn't get open until, like, 20 years
Oh.
later. But, yeah, so they got that one. I can maybe talk to Lady DR and DR about it.
I'm gonna get a
About
Google Drive sheet together, and we can put our input.
okay, that sounds good.
I'm
I'm trying
surprised
to
I haven't done this yet for myself.
and then we've got the Grand in Slidell. I'm I don't know where the closest AMC is New Orleans. They've got 3 over there. Fuck you. And then Covington. Covington has another one, but I don't see it on here. I know Covington has one because I drove there and got my popcorn bucket. Let's see, Covington. Also, I like going to Covington because I like going to, 2nd and Charles.
Mm. Is that the thrift area?
Yeah, that's that big store. It's like the secondhand store that I think you would have an absolute fucking field day in with all those
Yeah.
movies. I know I would. Oh, who was it? Guillermo del Toro recently said something, and I feel like I sent it to you, but I don't know if I did because I just got back on Instagram. I only lasted a day, but it's just IG. It's IG. It's okay. It's okay. I tried taking a break. Yeah, I didn't send it, but it was basically him saying that people who have physical media, you are the oh, what is it called? It was a cool word. But, like, basically, you're the caretaker of physical media, like, it's
Oh,
it's your duty to preserve, like, movies on physical, and I'm like, "Yo, that's encouraging me to finally sort my movies over here because I look at it, I'm like, "Imma do it today."
do it today.
Nah.
Oh, I have some VHS on headed your way. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, shit, I completely forgot about oh, I'm so excited. Also,
And the one-way
before
photo.
before we move on, Alyssa is sending me the OG Star Wars movies, the trilogy, on VHS, which means it's not the edited bullshit with the CGI stuff they added, where it looks
Oh,
fucking
okay, cool.
terrible. And I found out that for the anniversary, I think, uh, George Lucas, was like, "Yeah, it's cool if you show the original," because, like, his whole thing was, "We didn't have the technology to do this stuff back
Oh,
then, and I wanna have this in the movie," and it just looked like ass, like, a lot of the puppets were CGI'd, and then they added other other things to kinda make the city seem more
oh,
full,
really
but it
now?
just looked like shit.
Oh, damn.
Um, yeah. So that's gonna happen. I'm excited for that. But yeah, I need to start finding bookstores. I think we have one called The Book Bag, and they usually have movies. Goodwill doesn't have shit ever. I think somebody goes in and clears out the good shit.
I feel like people are starting to do that now that more are getting back into physical media, so
Yeah. I used to look for CDs. Those you could find good albums like that. Real fast. I'm sorry. And then we can move on. Uh, they still over there? Did I ever show you what DR gave me? What
I think
one day sorry.
no, I was gonna say, I think the last thing you showed me was the Blair Witch shirt, so
Oh, okay. So, real f little side we're gonna go to the side here. I'm glad I said DR because I didn't wanna say,
oh, yeah.
"Hey, do you know what Dick Rash gave me?" I don't know, a rash?
A rash on your dick?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. That it's really fucking cool. So, I'm pretty sure this was like an '80s thing, but these are not vinyl. These are fucking laser discs.
Oh, shit! Wow, that's fucking
Oh,
cool.
hold on, it gets better. It's all 4.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, he said his dad had them and,
Oh, man, it looks in
gave it
such good
to him.
shape.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I know who'd like this." It's a giant
Oh,
fucking CD, look at this, it's the size of my
yeah,
head!
I've never actually seen one in person. That's awesome.
That is. Oh, that's right, and it opens up too, some of them open up, some of 'em are just
Oh,
sleeves.
cool.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite things in my collections, and I looked them oh, that's not a movie. I looked them up, and they don't seem to be that expensive,
Mm,
but, I don't care about that. I'm not one of those people who are
yeah.
like, "Oh, I need it for the value." It's like, this is something I plan on keeping, like, until the day I die, like
Yeah, I always like to look it up though, because 'cause I'm the
Yeah.
same. I'm like, "I'm gonna keep it forever," but also I wanna know if it's worth, like, $5,000,000.
Yeah, I mean, if it's worth $5,000,000, I'm like, "Alright, let's talk." It's like the Gorillaz
Time
book
for
I
you to
have.
go.
I have this Gorillaz book that I realized, I'm like, "This hasn't been in print in a long time," and, that book is stupid expensive on eBay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mine's a little bit kind of a worn copy 'cause
Mm.
it's got it the color's all yellowed and stuff 'cause it's what the white has yellowed some and yeah, but I'm glad I bought that book, and then I got my little Gorillaz figure back there, but anyway, sorry, rambling about non-related things, just, my collection. I like collecting.
Well, Yurok and I both saw a movie recently that we enjoyed, and that would be Leviticus. I gave it 5 stars. I saw you gave it 4.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yep. Anyway, so moving no, just
I I thought you were gonna say something. So,
uh,
I wrote up a little thing about it, but
okay,
you go
well,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, so a couple episodes ago, we were like, "It's Pride Month, we're gonna watch Pride movies." Alyssa's done a better job at that than I have, but I went and saw this, like I said I would. Um, and yeah, yeah, uh, yeah, I'll say my thoughts for once we start talking about, s talking about it, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I do have some thoughts, and I also have, um, some input from someone who is a part of the community, which validates something that I have said. So but you guys don't know I said it, but I'll explain later.
Okay. So, it started out, "This movie fucking slaps." That's the first thing in my document. So, 2 teenage boys must escape a violent entity that takes the form of the person they desire most, each other. So the movie follows 2 teenage boys, Naim and Ryan, who live in a small conservative town. And for anyone listening, Naim is Naim. So during the movie, I'm like, "Name? Like, what?" Like, Name? For a second, I was like, "Is this some type of, like, statement thing where his name is Name?" Because it's like, it could be any of us, you know?
Yeah.
But,
What's
maybe that's a common name in Australia, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's when I heard when it actually finally clicked, I thought it was a nickname, and then I realized that it was his name, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it must be Neihm," but it's just
Oh.
Neim. But in my head, I thought because it's Australian, um, that it had to be it's a common name over there like that, so that's why in my head, it auto corrected to, like, spelling it in a different way, just
Oh,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like that I don't know, it makes sense, you know? Yeah. Those people know
So
horror, that's all I'm gonna say, those people know horror.
dude, they're fucking good. So the 2 boys have feelings for each other, but things take
Gay! No.
but things take a turn when a, quote, "faith healer fucking asshole" comes to town. Essentially, there's a ritual that's done that makes it to where when you're alone, you see a version of the person you desire most. if you engage with that entity, mimic thing, they try to kill you. The boys become desperate to find answers, and they seek out other people who have been touched by this faith healer.
Not
And it
little
was
boys,
so
we're talking
fucking good.
about people who are, people who are, they're possessed. We're not talking about that kind of touching. Just to be clear, just to be clear.
That is a good point because, a lot of fucking creeps in the church.
Yeah.
And a couple of letterbox reviews I really like. Um, Somebody named Jer wrote, "Conversion therapy is abuse. Conversion therapy is rape of the mind and violation of basic human rights. Conversion therapy is torture. Conversion therapy kills people. Queerness doesn't need a cure. People don't need to be cured. End and ban conversion therapy," which 1 zillion% agree. Fuck all of that. And this next review is from JP. You liked this one, which is, how it popped up for me. It says, "I don't want my son to get hate crimed," then summons a hate crime demon, which is exactly what fucking happens. God, every woman in this movie is a fucking evil asshole. This is the opposite of Obsession, where every guy in the movie fucking sucks. This movie, every woman is a horror, a true horror. Horrible person. All of
Yeah.
them.
And even the one that you think is good turns out,
Yes,
nope.
yes. Horrible, horrible human being. Man, this movie is so good and it's so fucking stressful. Like, given them, sneaking around, trying to be romantic with each other, just like feel that fucking stress that they're gonna get caught because it's always showing them in church and like in this small community, and you're like, man, if these boys get caught, like they are so fucked. So, it was just so good. There was a jump scare in this that like got me worse than anything.
I was waiting until we got to that because that I as I mentioned before, jump scares usually don't get me. They'll get me every once in a while. But this one got me. It like Alyssa just said, it scared the fuck out of me. And it's like I was like it audibly in the theater, God damn it.
Okay, which one was it?
The nightmare. He was dreaming. Wasn't he was in bed dreaming.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So the one I was thinking of where he's in bed and, like, he's facing this way and, like, you can tell something's gonna come up behind him.
Uh-huh. But it's so
Dude,
jarring because it's not on cue.
oh my god. We're sitting there, and I think I had my hands kinda, like, under my legs, and of course I know something's gonna happen. I mean, it's building up. I my whole body just, like, fucking contorted, and I put my hands over my eyes like a literal child.
That's so funny.
It was so bad. Matthew started laughing at me, and I feel like him laughing made someone else laugh. It was oh my god.
It's like that video that I posted of Curly getting scared by that trailer, and
Yeah,
the
that
people
would've been
next to
me.
the people next to us just fucking dying with us, and I'm like, "Oh my god."
That is something that I love about horror movies in the theaters, like, hearing people's different reactions, because sometimes it is really funny. Like,
Mhm.
there's this lady, the first time that I saw Obsession, she was, like, somewhere in the row, and her reactions were just so fucking weird. Like, something would happen, and she'd be like, "Oh, okay. Ah!"
Jesus, my grandma's one of those people when she's watching stuff, she's, like, commentating on everything. "Well, why is he doing that? Why are you going in there? What is" just the whole time I'm just like, "Did you just watch the movie? Just shut up." But you oh, oh, don't do that. Oh, you're like, you see them putting it together, and I'm like, "Lady or sir, you're like, 4 pages behind everyone else. Everyone's already figured this out. Why are you surprised by this?" Real fast before I forget, there was one other, review that I thought I liked, but I didn't. It says, "As someone who values alone time, this was horrifying."
Oh my god, yes. I didn't even think about that. I spend a lot of time alone, and I love it.
Me too. Well, like, when I'm working.
Yeah.
At home, I'm surrounded. I'm even surrounded now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, man. I really love this.
it was a really good movie. I love the way it was shot too. I like that, and maybe it's just because it's the Neon and A24 movies and shit. Who put this one out? Was it?
I can't remember.
Maybe it was none of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was this one
I'm
Atomic
s
Monster, or was that, where did I see that? Maybe it was a different movie. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's just these movies, but we're getting like really cool, like more natural colors, I guess, rather than everything being like
mm,
overly lit. This one didn't seem like underlit how like a lot of movies are now, or maybe I'm just
mm,
accustomed to it, but I really loved the way this movie shot, the way it looked. I loved everything. You felt like you were there. It didn't feel like you were like watching a movie. I also like that the characters were portrayed as just normal dudes. They weren't
mhm,
like, heightened, like, we have to make it a point to, to show that they're gay. And it's like, no, they
mhm.
were just literally the movie starts off with them bullying each other like normal dudes do, and then, the kissing happens and I'm eating my popcorn doing this. I'm like, mind you, there were 6 people in the theater. 3 at the
Uh-huh.
top, which was a dude and 2 chicks, and then 2 girls walked in, and then there's me alone. Just in this movie by myself, just yep. Just watching the gay boys up here try to escape that demon. I mean, look, hey, look, they fucked around and found out. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell
Run,
you, by the end
boys,
of this
run!
movie, I was, at first I went in, I was rooting for the demon. I'm like, you got to get the gay out of these
God.
boys. But I mean, dude, by the end of it, I'm like, nah, hey, look, leave them gay boys alone. Let them kiss, let them love. That demon, like, hey, look, he's got no boundaries, man. Come on. No,
Oh my god.
I'm
Let
just
them
playing
do it.
everybody.
Yes. Let them do the most romantic thing 2 people can do, which is one has each, headphone of corded headphones. I was like, "Oh, it's so cute."
Yeah. Someone's like, nothing's more romantic than sharing an earbud. Well, sharing like one
Yes.
earbud, yeah, of the things. Uh, but yeah, I really liked how like like everyone was portrayed in this movie. Everyone just felt real, felt normal. It didn't feel like Hollywood's version of, you know, being gay and stuff. And I will say this though. So I'm gonna just get this out of the way real fast. Last week or the week before, when we talked about we talked about going to see this movie, I cut a part out because I wasn't sure how it would be taken, because I know sometimes things people say could be misconstrued, and like, again, I don't mean it like it wasn't anything negative at all. It's just a preference, as I've stated on here before, where I just don't like intimacy and like kissing and stuff in movies. And like, as like a straight man, like if I'm watching a movie, I'm like, I don't really want to watch 2 dudes kiss like a lot, or just be any kind of like, like, yeah, you get what I'm saying. But I don't even want to see like a man and a woman do that in a movie. But I had said, I was like, I hope this isn't one of those movies where I personally feel like I haven't seen a lot of them, but it's just things that I've seen like for trailers, or maybe if I've seen like snippets. I feel like in the LGBT community, for some reason, everything's like hypersexual, and it's like a main focus for some reason. And I deleted it because I was like, I don't know how that come off. I don't want to sound like I'm over here just assuming. Well, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to, uh, I don't want to put anyone's name out there or anything like that, because their personal kind of business and stuff. But yesterday I was talking to someone, and I had mentioned, "Hey, you should go see Leviticus." And I told them what it was about, and she was like, "Oh, I wanna go see this," you know? She's like, I gotta take, her girlfriend to go see it because her girlfriend had sort of a similar situation to the movie in a way, not like an exorcist kinda thing, but, like, literally when she
Yeah.
came out to her parents, her mom chucked a Bible at her, made her move home, locked her in her house in the house for a while, you know, a whole bunch of, shit. I'm just like, "Oh my god." Um, and then I told her, I was like, "It's really good." I was like, honestly though, like, I went to go say something before I could even get the words out, she knew where I was going. She's like kissing and, like stuff like that. I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I don't know why, but every, like, gay themed movie, it's like it's there's so much of it. There's a gratuitous amount of, like, that kinda stuff in the movie." And talk about sexual and I'm trying to dance around words, make sure I'm wording things that don't sound like and I told her, I'm like, "This one doesn't have that much," but there was a lot of, kissing, obviously, and the bus scene. I'm not gonna say what, but there's a bus scene, and I was like, that I was like this, just eating the popcorn, looking down. Look, I'm like, I can't make eye contact with the screen, and I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, "Alyssa, I told you it was gonna happen."
So, whenever you're done, I definitely have a take on this.
No, and you can have it, and also, I just wanna throw in here, though, I get why movies do it, though, because I feel like it's also it's making a point, and also, I feel like it's, in a way, desensitize people to it, be like, like, this, couples, relationships, dudes, people do this. I don't know. I hate this because it's like in my head, I'm like, I know what I'm gonna say. And then I start talking and I'm like, "Ah," I'm holding a fucking an armful of jello. And I'm like, I can't hold it.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but I do disagree because I think with, like, great media, I mean, like, we've been seeing it since we were, like, literal children. I mean, even in, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
cartoons,
yeah.
it's like a little boy and girl mouse kissing or whatever the fuck. So, I think maybe we just don't even think about it sometimes, but I don't
I
know. I do
I don't
disagree.
I don't mind the kissing. Like the kissing, I don't mind, even if it's just like the smooch. I'll just say that. Like I just meant like I feel like the sexualization, I feel like, is the part that's high. Not so much just like kissing. I like that, I don't give a shit. People kiss, you know. But I don't know. I can't I get what you're saying. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. I just wanted to throw that out there that I'm like, it's not so I'm not over here being like, oh, you know, people can't kiss in movies, even though I've been watching that
No,
my whole life.
no, I get that, but I just feel like it's I don't know. To me, like, this one wasn't overly sexual. I mean, like, there's one scene, it's more implied, you don't see anything. But, okay, so for example, I went and saw what people are calling the gay Barbenheimer, which is this movie, Girls Like Girls, and Leviticus. And Girls Like Girls has an R rating for literally no fucking reason. And I think it's because it has a topic, homosexuality's topic in it. So it is even more mild than Leviticus. So, like, they kiss. There's, like, a sex scene, but it's, like, implied. Like, you literally don't see anything. And there's, like, one scene where they're smoking weed out of an apple, but it's literally not even acknowledged. Like, it's not talking about it's, like or talked about, like, someone hands an apple to someone else. And that got a fucking R. And I just feel like society views films with gay content, like, so much more harshly. Like, this was a coming of age movie. I feel like
Yeah, yeah,
anything that was
yeah.
in this movie would have been, like, a now and then, like we were talking about, basically, you know?
Probably would have
I
been,
mean, we
yeah, more.
literally see a little boy's butt in Now and Then.
I forgot about that.
Like, I did too. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about it, and they were like, "Yeah, there's just, like, fucking Devon Sawa's butt in that movie." I'm like, "Oh my god."
I forgot he was in that movie. Holy shit. I was so focused on, like, Christina Ricci being in the movie because like, that was, like, big time, like, my crush era on her. So, like, when
Mhm.
I was a kid watching it, to be clarified, when I was a kid, not now, but, like
Yeah,
yeah, I just looked it up. It says that it's, rated R for teen alcohol and drug use in some language. That sounds like PG-13 movies.
it's PG-13. So, I just feel like it's kinda bullshit how movies are viewed when there's, like, homosexuality, and I'm not saying by you, like, I totally understand what you're saying, but I feel like they do get judged more harshly,
Oh,
and
for sure.
I think it's important that they have, stuff like kissing and different stuff like that because there's, like, a little gay kid that's seeing that and, like, seeing themselves depicted on screen for maybe the first time, and I think it's important.
Yeah, no, I agree, and, like I said, not trying to, like not like I'm backtracking or anything, but, like, I 100% understand, it does get judged harshly. I mean, look at, like, Disney. I'm not, like, a Disney stan, but I enjoy Disney movies. I mean, like, I grew up watching them. I don't fucking care. I mean, like, "Oh, they're an evil corporation." Yeah, so is every other fucking corporation out there, but I like the kids' movies, but they had all those movies that recently come out. There was I think it was a TV show, and there was a trans character in it. Wasn't like a big story plot. It was just how it should be. It's just like a group of kids and one
Mm,
happens to be, and maybe it's like slightly referenced, but people were up in
yeah.
arms, so that storyline got cut. And then there was the Buzz Lightyear movie, which was fucking awesome, and people did not give it the time of day
Oh, yeah.
because there
Remember
were
that.
2 women kiss there's a scene where 2 women kiss, and I'm like, "Oh, no," and then I think in was it Finding Dory, there's a lesbian couple pushing a stroller,
Mm.
and then there was another movie where there's a cop, and I think the cop was supposed to be trans or something, or maybe it was a coach. I don't remember. It's little things like that where people just get, "This doesn't need to be in movies." I'm like, I don't understand where you're coming from with this. Like, like, oh, indoctrinating the children. I'm like, where are you seeing this outside of you seeing like your little bubble being like, this is happening? But where is the proof? Like, to me, I'm like, that's just showing, hey, this is life. 2 dudes want to be together, they can be together. 2 women want to be together, they want to be together. A dude feels like he's a woman. There you go. A woman feels like, she's a man. Uh, that's just how you can do what you want. Why does it bother you just because it makes you uncomfortable? I mean, perfect example. I don't watching 2 dudes kiss makes me uncomfortable. If I do, go for it. You guys love each other. I don't care. Like, even in this movie, it wasn't that bad. And I know that's a me thing because like I am very like, pro what's the word? Pro equality. Like, like
Mhm.
I'm all for that. Like, I don't care. You love who you love. You can't help that. And for that to be a problem for people, it just sucks. But anyway, I'm sorry. I was starting to go on another tangent. But yeah, my point is like I'm very pro that. I don't want to see the affection, but that goes for I guess cis people
Mhm.
and stuff like. Oh, I hit the microphone. That's just something I don't personally want to see. But I'm like, I don't care. Look, I'll go fucking walk around a pride parade if somebody invited me. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go hang out. I'll go walk around in some short shorts if you need me to. I don't care. I'll go. Man, look, me and CZ, we go out there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and, I'm not trying to make it sound like I think you're, like, a bigot or anything. I just,
Oh
like,
no, no.
this is fresh on my mind with, Girls Like Girls because 'cause I'm like, "Dude, why the fuck did it get rated R?" I mean, I feel like Mean Girls has teen drinking in it, and that's PG-13.
Yeah,
I just feel
and
like it's
but they
movies with
don't
any kinda gay thing get
I don't think they acknowledge it, and they just have the red Solo cups, but they don't it's not like a thing. Is in Girls Like Girls, is it mentioned, "Hey, we're gonna go drink," and then you know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what it is, like, it's not implying what it is, it's
maybe,
more so outright
mhm.
saying it, but no, I get what you mean. Like, when it comes to that kind of stuff, it is more harshly judged, which I think is stupid. Like, I think there was a gay
Yeah.
comedy that came out a few years ago, and, uh, I can't remember what it was. I know it was marketed weird, and it was something I noticed. I'm like, "You guys are marketing this in a weird way where I don't think anyone's gonna go out and see it." And I
Mm.
don't think it did well. I don't remember if it was even, like if it was a good movie that just no one went and watched or if it was just a bad movie and, you know, but I remember it was, like, a big deal. There's I think he's some comedian guy or some dude. I saw him, like, around that time, and then I haven't seen him again.
Hmm,
S
how do I remember that one?
Yeah. I'll look it up. But yeah.
Yeah, and of course, like, no hate to your friend, like, everybody has different comfort levels and stuff, and, like, I'm not like, I know I'm married to a man, but, like, I don't consider myself to be a straight person by any means, you know?
Right.
You know?
Look, I
So,
mean,
I
there's a
don't want it to
chance
come
I coulda made
across like
there's a chance I coulda made one wrong turn. I mean, I'm look, I'm comfortable enough with myself to where, like, I know I'm straight, but, you know, I'll hug my
Yeah.
dudes. I'll kiss them on the forehead if they want. Shit, if someone's like, "You gotta kiss them on the lips for $1,000." I'm like, "Bitch, come here, open mouth. Can I get 2,000? Come on, let's go." Like, you know.
You're Nikki and obsessed. She does a funny kissy face in that.
Oh, yeah, she
But yeah,
does.
I don't want it to come across like I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'm this, like, straight woman, but I'm, like, policing how other people talk." No, it's not that. It's actually kind of the opposite because it's like, I am married to a guy, so I feel like I don't wanna, like, take up too much space, like, within the LGBT community because I am married to a guy, but, like, also I could have been married to a woman or, like, whoever, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, everybody has different comfort levels, but that's just my thoughts on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and again, you know, like you're not making me uncomfortable. I completely understand where you come from because I mean, like I talk about it too. I see it too. I mean, like the person I was talking to, by the way, I don't know how we got on the subject, but you know, she was just like, she's like, no offense. She's like, but dudes suck. I'm like, no, dudes do suck. I'm like, look, I was raised by women, like, so it's like that's why I feel like my take on it. Oh, we're talking about the manosphere shit, and like, uh
Oh, yeah, yeah.
my take on it is just like, I don't think that way, you know? I could just be friends with, you know, with the opposite sex without there being like, ulterior
Mhm.
motives or some kind of, I'm expecting something in return, you know? It's like, no, like I've just
Yeah.
like, I mean, me and you, homies, bullshitting all the time on
Mhm.
Instagram, you know? And then like we're doing a
Yeah.
podcast. I mean, like you're just a homie. My friend
Mhm.
Allie, homie. She came to visit. Her and I went to the reptile expo when she was here, and, you know, Sandy was, cool with it. Her and I went and got lunch, just bullshit, came home. I came home with a turtle and, you know, uh, uh, CZ's wife.
Came
I
home with the turtle, it was great. Sorry,
coming
that
home
part
with a
just
turtle
made
is
me laugh.
always great.
There was a turtle at the end of the day, everything was fine.
Yep. CZ's wife, her and I were friends before they got together and got married, you know? So,
Mhm.
you know, I don't know. I don't understand dudes. I don't get that mentality, but that's just that's going down a different road than from this movie and stuff. And you know, we're talking about the straights. It's Pride Month. We need to go back to the gays. Anyway, uh,
Well, and I'm glad you went to see it because I know, like, it is outside of your comfort zone, and I think it's it's important that we all push ourselves outside of our comfort zone, so fucking cool that you went, and
oh
hopefully
for
that'll
sure.
make, other people that you might know that maybe would have been like, "Oh, I don't wanna go see it," maybe they'll go see it and it'll open their eyes to, some other thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but then again, most of my friends, most of the people I talk to are generally, also on the same side as us, so they would go see it technically.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some people I would recommend it to who'd be like, "I don't wanna watch that." But, I mean, again, these are just small little hangups for me, but other
Mhm.
than that, it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I would have liked a more kind of an explanation or
Mm.
tie up at the end, but it was just left just wide open. So,
I actually really liked the ending. It was pretty wide open, but I guess I won't say anything else because I don't want to, spoil it, but
yeah, yeah.
I was pleased with the ending considering some things.
Yeah, and now I wasn't disappointed. I was just when it
Oh,
ended,
yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay, so there's not really okay." I was like, "So it's just open-ended. Alright, cool, whatever." But I didn't leave disappointed. I left like, "Alright,
Mhm.
that was a great movie, a good watch." I was invested the whole time, not a single moment was I bored. Um,
And it was so good. It was so stressful, like,
Acting was incredible. Oh, I will say
the
this,
acting was
this
great.
also proves the point that I completely forgot it was an Australian movie while watching it, because
Oh,
that whole we're so accustomed to it now, like, I don't even notice the accents. Um, what the fuck was I gonna say? It was about the movie.
the accents, did they say, like, "Nar" or something?
No, 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 it was I don't even remember what it was now. Oh, they're cutting our grass outside, great. We didn't put the hose up, oh well. Um, I didn't pick up outside like I wanted to, I didn't know they're cutting grass today. Anyway, what the fuck was it? Go see this movie. Anyone who was on the ed on, like, who was, like, concerned about going to see it, go see it. It's a good movie.
Mhm,
It's well acted. Everyone in the movie is phenomenal. The 2 main actors are, like, really good. Um,
mhm.
and yes, it's a great movie all around. Very well written, acted, shot, cut
Mm.
very well. It did take me a minute to realize that they were in a small town because they kept showing the industrial area, and I'm like, "Why the fuck do they
Oh.
keep coming back to this?"
Yeah. They're like, "This is to show it's a small town, and small towns are different in Australia." 'Cause I feel like here we think of a small town, we're like, "Yeah, going down to the Dollar General, man." You know?
Yeah, I have finally accepted I live in a small town. I have some friends who give me shit. They're like, you live in the middle of nowhere." I'm like, "No, I can show you the middle of nowhere." And they're like, "You live in a small town." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess you're right now that I think about it." 'Cause I'm like, it does take me about 25 to 30 minutes if I wanna go see a movie, depending on traffic.
Yeah, there's something to be said for small towns, though. I like 'em. My sister and I went to this place and like, "Oh, I wanna live in a town like this," and she was like, I mean, like, people are probably conservative assholes." And I'm like, "Yeah, but, like, there's so much cool shit, and you can, like, make it your own. Like, bring cool attitudes here, you know?"
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that's not always safe to do, but,
oh,
yeah.
definitely. I mean, it'd be safe here just because like I mentioned before, the coast where I live is it's a mixed bag down here, man. You could, there's a variety of people. I'm talking about, like, mass
Mhm.
variety of kind of people down here. But, I don't mind it. I like small towns. I do wish that we had more, like, events like you guys do, because I would love to go
Oh,
to,
yeah.
like, the film festivals. And I didn't
Mhm.
realize film festivals were just random things that could be hosted anywhere. I thought it was only, like,
Oh, mhm.
big ones. When I looked up Leviticus on YouTube, I saw this one guy, and I'm like, "Oh, let me click on this. Let me see." He's like, "Hey, what's up? This so and so out here. We're in New Orleans outside of the so and so film festival." And I'm like, "Hold the fuck up. What? We have a film festival in New Orleans?" Which I don't know why that's such a surprise to me. It should not be. I just never considered because I never heard of it. But now I'm like,
Mm,
oh, now I
mhm.
gotta go look these things up. Are there horror movie
Yeah.
ones? Because I would fucking love to go do this. Because
Oh, yeah.
what is it? Hell House LLC. I saw that at a film festival at the thing that Jamie and I talked about that we went to.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's like one of the biggest found footage things on Shutter. It's got a whole fucking franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be, super tiny or whatever. Um, Lost my train of thought where I was going with that, but yeah.
My bad.
No, no, it wasn't your fault, it was mine. I was, like, trying to contribute to your film festival thing, and then it just
It happens. It happens.
Oh, I have a couple more quick things about Leviticus before we move on.
Yeah, go for it. I was
Another
about to ask you if you had anything else. I didn't want you to feel like I was cutting you off.
Oh, no. Another thing about the movie that I thought was really interesting and kind of made me like, "Oh, wow, like, guys are really different than girls." So, just kind of like how the guys interacted with each other was very interesting because I think
Mhm.
that part of it kind of felt like them trying to, like, navigate their masculinity in conjunction with, like, being gay, because there's 2 main characters, or well, one of them's kind of a side character, but anyway, they are romantically involved, but kind of how they start, like, flirting with each other is they literally throw fucking rocks at each other. And that was, like, super jarring to me. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Is this them, like, trying to, like, figure out, like, oh, yeah, we can, like, still be hard, but, like, make out with each other." I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" 'Cause, like, in Girls Like Girls, when they're kinda like their romance is budding, they're, like, painting each other's nails and, like, braiding hair and stuff, and the guys are like, "We're throwing fucking rocks, we're wrestling, we're fucking poking a snake." Like,
This
it was
all
just
sounds like the men's retreat shit that those men pay, like, tens of thousands of dollars to go in the woods with other men to take their shirts
Oh, yeah.
off, to yell and cry and hug while sweaty. That's what you're describing. But
I
those
was
are
just like,
alpha
"Man."
straight men.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm, like, projecting that that's, like, why they're I don't know. I was just like, "This is fucking wild." I don't know. So, I really like that part about it, and I was talking to Matthew about that, and he was saying that he read that the rocks thing also references, in Leviticus in the Bible, I guess it talks about, like, homosexuals being stoned. So, it was, like, literally they're fucking throwing rocks at each other. I
Was
was
there
like, "Holy
pot in this
sh"
movie?
Huh?
I'm being stupid. You're like, "About homosexuals being stoned." I'm like, "Was there pot in this movie?"
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm so stupid. Please just ignore me.
No, you're totally fine. I was just, like, thinking about, like, the rocks and shit, and so I'm like, "Wait, pot?"
To be clear, as a man, I've never been like, "Dude, let's throw rocks at each other." The only dumb fucking thing I ever did that was, like, violence against someone else where it was, like, mutual was playing quarters.
I have done that too, yeah, with the knuckles
You
where
fuck up
they
your knuckles really bad,
Dude,
like,
I
what
was
you
thinking about that the other day, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, that's, like, the only thing I could really think of where it was, like, I was purposely trying to, like, you're, like,
Yeah,
hurting someone. Like, I've wrestled, like, jokingly, like, Curly and we've done that, and, yeah, but never and that's, like, the only thing meant to cause pain. Throwing
yeah.
ro throw and these weren't even just regular rocks, by the way, people.
Dude, they're like boulders. I was like, "God damn."
Like, borderline bricks.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Super ridiculous,
Um,
man.
yeah, it was fucking nuts. One other thing, so Stacey Clausen plays Ryan, who's the blonde boy. He's in another movie that came out this year, and I think it's a Netflix movie called Thrash. And it's basically, like, fucking sharks, like, invade this town, and they're like I guess there's a flood or something, and they're, like, getting into people's houses, and apparently it's terrible, but I want to watch it, especially now that I know he's in it, because he was a really good actor. I felt like he did a great job.
Yeah, they
And
were
then,
all really good, very convincing, you know?
they were
I
they
do
were
also like the dynamic though where, like you said, he was trying to like they how they were navigating their masculinity and stuff, but where like the blonde-haired guy was more of like he's the kinda like the tough guy, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah, like, Popular Boy, maybe. I
yeah,
kinda get
and
that
then
vibe.
Name, you could tell he was the more kinda timid type, but he was still like
Yeah.
but they were still both dudes, and that's the thing I appreciated about the movie was like they didn't not that I have any problem with like, like some gay men being like, they're more feminine, they got a bit of the sass, you know what I'm saying? But uh it was just cool to finally see in a movie where it's like, oh, these are just you know what I mean, to represent that side of it. It's like,
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when people who aren't gay make movies, like, that's how they portray gay people,
mhm,
because they think of them as, like, a caricature rather than, like you're saying, like, just normal ass people, you know?
yeah,
Like, it
exactly.
doesn't yeah.
I've got 2 homies I play video games with, and like, um, sort of, you could kind of hear it in their voice when they talk. But they'll just, "No, no, 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 I don't mean anything. I'm
I
just I'm
know.
just saying." But, like, when
Canceled.
no, but, like, when they talk when we're talking about shit, it's just like, one of my homies just starts fucking talking about Star Trek and, like, just all
Yeah.
these, like, super detailed, like, just crazy shit, you know? And then he blindsides us with, yeah, I topped this guy last night." I'm like, "What?" I'm like,
Hell yeah.
"Alright." I mean, just fucking throw that in there, why don't you? Nah, those
I'm fucking with you about it being canceled, but there is this documentary, I think it's called, like, You Sound Gay or something, but it's a man that, like, explores that, like, scientifically and just
Hmm.
talks to a bunch of people and talks about, like, the quote, like, "gay voice." I've been meaning to watch it for a while, but I haven't yet.
There's a a southern twang some men have that
Mhm.
borderlines that, where it'll be like, you'll hear somebody and they'll just sound just like this, but they're married with kids, and they just do you get what I'm
It's like
saying?
Zach Galifianakis in that
Yes.
movie, I think it's called The Vote or whatever with
Yes,
Will Ferrell.
that is
Yes.
exactly what I was
Yep, I
trying
know
to
what you mean.
emulate.
Yep. I plug in my laptop real quick.
Alright.
Yeah, that's really funny.
But
Um,
yeah,
oh yeah, and one oh, what
oh,
were you gonna
sorry.
say?
Oh, it was one more thing on, like, the voices thing, the friends I play video games with, when I first started playing with some of them, uh, one of them goes, "D-Rock sounds like a straight version of Jesse," and I was like, "What?" And Jesse's one of the other gay guys that we play video games with, and, yeah, I just thought it was real funny. I'm like, "What a weird thing to say," but also, like, coming from someone who's gay, I'm like, "Alright, well, I guess I'll," you would know, I guess. They're also the ones where I can go and ask questions where I'm like, "Hey, I got a question
Oh,
for you." So I'm like, what is gay terms? I'm like, "Is this only a thing you can say if you're gay or in a part of the community?
oh, yeah,
Or
yeah,
is this like" you know what I mean? Like, is this considered a slur if you're not? Like,
yeah.
a description of a man that, s sounds like something made by Hostess snack cakes.
I hostess. I know what you're saying.
Or like when people are like, "Oh, man, that guy's a little zesty." I'm like, is that offensive, or is that just kind of like a
Did you
is
really
that
ask them that? Because 'Cause I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I did, and
Oh, what'd they say?
I think it was kind of a gray area thing. This was like
Oh, that makes
sometime
sense.
last year because there's a couple times I have used it, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't wanna come off as like, you know, being like, homophobic or just sound like I'm, gay bashing or
Yeah.
but yeah, they're my homies. I can just ask stuff like that too."
And I guess it just depends on the person too. I mean, like, different gay people would have, like, different comfort levels, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But, I mean, also that too, it's g see, that's the good thing about having, like, friends that are that diverse. I mean, like, if you got
Mhm.
questions about something and you're homies, you can ask and they won't get offended because 'cause you're just curious, you know? As long as
Yeah.
you're not coming at it from
Yeah,
an
you're not
offensive
asking
way.
like, "Oh my god, it's so weird that you do this."
Okay, we can move on from that.
One final thing about, Leviticus, Joe Bird, who plays Name, he is the brother in Talk to Me, which I didn't realize until after the movie. The
That's
brother
where
that fucking bashes yeah.
Yes! That's where he okay, 'cause while watching the
Yep.
movie, I'm like, "Why does this motherfucker look so familiar?" Which, speaking of Talk to Me, goes back to just, look at fucking Australia. Fucking look at all these
Yeah,
bangers they're
they're
putting out.
for sure. Definitely.
Mhm. Um, but yeah, so was that all for Leviticus?
Yeah, that's all. I did have one
Levititious?
other did you say litigious?
I said Levititious, I'm making fun of something that I saw on Instagram. Some asshole YouTuber dude. I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta click this." He was like, "What the fuck was even in this movie?" He's like this older guy, and he's like, "It wasn't even horror. It was barely, barely anything happened. This was just
Oh my
this was just a gay, it was just a gay drama. Blah 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 blah. You know what is this movie even called? Levitious, Levititious." And
a fucking idiot.
I'm like, my god, dude. So I downvoted him. It was like, do not recommend.
It's sometimes with shit like that, I'm like, "Okay, this movie wasn't for you. It doesn't mean it's bad. It means
Yeah.
it
Oh,
wasn't." You know?
that's.
No, I know you're not saying that, but
Oh no no
I'm
no
a
no.
critique of him, I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Okay, this isn't your shit, like, that doesn't mean it's bad."
Yeah, and that kinda goes on with what I was saying before. Someone could easily come at me where my thing about people kissing, they're like, "Well, this isn't for you." I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's a valid point," you know? But it's
Think
like
kissing's everywhere though, so
but
that
no, I
one's
was
a
about to
little
say that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but also I just mean, like, I hate it when movies are, like, uh, described that way where it's like, if someone doesn't like something, uh, it's the way it's said. Like, I one time said I tried watching it in Encanto or Encanto or however the fuck you say
Uh,
it, um, and I just wasn't into it, and all I said, I was like, "Ah, I just wasn't really I didn't feel it." "Well, it wasn't made for you." I'm like, "It's a fucking Disney movie made for everybody." Like, I didn't knock it, I just said I didn't enjoy it, like, they thought, like, I was upset because of the themes and the characters and I
oh,
guess their
uh-huh.
backgrounds, and I'm like, "That's not at all what I was saying, I just didn't enjoy the overall story or the music or the animation
Mhm.
style, like, I just that's what I was saying." But,
Like,
yeah,
I don't wanna talk about Bruno at all.
yeah, not at
I
all.
liked it.
I mean, to each their own, I'm sure it's good, I might give it a shot now. Dude, I like Trolls, dude, I like the movie Sing, like, I fucking love
Yeah.
those. The
That
animated
that
musicals.
one's one of the few Disney movies that I've seen that I can or, like, as an adult, like, the new
Yeah.
generation Disney. I'm like, "That one's good." I like Inside Out, but I guess I'm getting way off topic. So, Shudder has a section called queer horror,
Mhm.
and so I just went on there and picked a random one. Um, it was called Sweet, Sweet Lonely Girl. It is about a young woman that goes to take care of her dying aunt. And her aunt is has agoraphobia, so she's never leaving the house. The girl is bringing her food, putting it at her doorstep or like her bedroom door, and never sees her. Um, and she meets this other girl in town, and they kind of start having a thing. She's a bad influence on the main character. And let's just say her care for her aunt kind of begins to decline a little bit. And this one was the definition of slow burn. I couldn't really get on board. It was It was fine. Not gonna rewatch it.
What it you oh my god, you said this was a Shudder exclusive or it was just on Shudder?
No, it was just, they have a queer horror section, so I
Yeah,
just looked in there.
okay.
I think
No,
it's just like a regular movie.
oh, okay. No, I saw the section, I just know sometimes, Shudder has, like, their originals, so I was wondering,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, no, this was
And what was it called again? Sorry, I was, also looking over at something, getting stuff ready for whenever we, towards the end
it's
of the pod.
called it's called Sweet, Sweet Lonely Girl, and it's from
Okay.
2016.
Mm.
The director hasn't done anything else that I've heard of. It looks like 7 other it was
Mhm.
just it was slow. It's 76 minutes, but it took me, like, 2 days to finish it.
That's funny. I started a movie on Shudder, and I have 30 minutes left, and it's only an hour and 15. So,
Oh,
about the
yeah.
same as this one.
Yeah, this one, I don't know, it wasn't, like, bad by any means, it was just kinda one of those that, I don't know, I'm just revisit, it just didn't fit for me.
Understandable. I mean, you know, it wasn't made for you, Alyssa.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was made for someone who likes really, really slow things that don't really go places.
That's unfortunate. This is really cool picture in here of this, like, tree man looking thing. What the fuck is that? A tree man,
And
what is
that
he
movie?
wearing? What is he wearing?
Are you talking
Oh,
about from that movie?
yeah, it looks like some guy wearing, like a deer head.
I wonder if that's a different movie.
No,
All that.
this Sweet Sweet Lonely Girl, 2016.
Hmm.
I'll send a picture of it to you in a little bit.
Oh, I think is it like a shot where that's in the background, like through a window?
Oh, no, this is up close of the costume, so maybe that's just a thing that's in the background of the movie,
Oh, gotcha.
and what I'm seeing is just like a set picture, just like, "Oh, this is what I look like in it,"
That makes sense.
even though you're gonna see it for like half a second in the background blurred out.
Yeah, I think that's what that was. Meh.
Yeah, okay. I
You
will
win some, you
steal
lose some.
I will steer clear of that movie.
That was all I had.
Okay. No. You watched another coming of age movie about
Oh,
boys.
yes! Yes, I watched The Plague, from earlier this year. I think it's from another country, uh, and then it got a worldwide release in 2026. Um, so I found it on Roku has a Sundance channel, which I flipped through there, and I feel like, Plague was the only thing I was kinda interested in watching on there, but I really liked this one. It was so fucking good. I really liked the premise. Um, I don't wanna spoil it, but basically a horror movie about bullying.
Yeah, it's a we talked about it briefly on here before, but yeah, without
Mhm,
spoiling anything, it's definitely it's a really good coming of age story and representation of like growing up in the early 2000s because that's when this is set. It just like
mhm.
wasn't it cool how they kind of captured how kids were then, like the one kid with like
Yeah.
the frosted tips
Yeah,
and yeah.
and, like, the fucking, like, wraparound Oakleys and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
yeah, it was awesome.
Uh I had mentioned it before, but since we're talking about it again and you've seen it, uh the child actors in this are phenomenal. Like
Oh my god, they're so good.
they don't feel like they're putting on an act. They don't feel too mature for their age. They just feel like how old were they supposed to be? Like 12 or 13?
Yeah,
And they feel like 12 or 13-year-olds in that
they
in
do.
that time. They all became friends on set. They all hung out, and
Oh, that's good.
I think that's why their interactions were so good because they knew each other's, like, strengths and weaknesses, so it's like, "Okay, well,
Mhm.
if I gotta be an asshole to you, I know how to, you know, say it to me, for get you to evoke emotion or some shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then with the one kid in it who I'm assuming he has autism or something. I had mentioned before, I'm like, I felt like that was a good representation where it wasn't like overly done, where he was just a kid who just kind of hung up by himself. Whenever anyone interacted with him, he was a little kind of off, but I still thought it was cool that they still let him come with them. Like, there's a scene where they escape, not escape, but where they leave the camp, they sneak out,
Oh,
and they're in the
yeah. That
alleyway,
scene is cool.
and they're all just hanging out with him, like, even though I don't remember if they bully him at that point, or I know they watch him dancing and stuff. I don't remember if they join in or something, but it's been a while since I saw this. But I just thought it's just like, here's this kid they basically ostracize, but they also still consider him a part of
Yeah.
the group. And it's like, that guy is weird. And with
He's so weird.
yeah, but with the with the idea of the plague in this. So as I mentioned before, I just kind of want to like throw this out there because I think I threw it out in my original review. It's not a body horror in the sense of like a horror grotesque thing. You're not even sure if anything's real in the movie. You don't even know if it's like psychological or not, which is a cool
Mhm.
take on it. But for me, I'm wondering if the kid with autism, the plague that he has, I wonder if that's just his eczema and his nerves, and he's getting like hives
Yeah.
and itching them too much
That's
because.
kinda how I took it.
And my son, my oldest, he had eczema really bad, and all my kids have
Mm,
eczema really bad, but, like, he had really bad when he was little, and he still does, and he still itches. So, for me, that hit close to home, and I was like, "Huh,
mm.
okay." But, uh, yeah, I love this movie. I thought it was great,
It's
and I
really
was
good.
stoked to see you gave it a 4, and I was like, "Fuck," or it was a 4.5, I don't remember, but I was
Yeah.
like, "Yes, you liked it."
Ah, it was so good, man. The main kid that's a bully, the redhead kid, he was so fucking good. I mean, he just seemed
Yes.
fucking evil, just ruthless.
And like, I would say we all knew someone like that, at least, like, for me,
Yeah.
like, I knew there's always that one kid who was like that where you're like,
Mhm.
"You're up to something, dude, like, what the fuck is your
Yeah.
problem?"
Dude, it was so fucking stressful, and I also really liked just the dynamics within it. I felt like it was really relatable. Like, there's one
Mhm.
part where someone that doesn't usually get heavily bullied is getting heavily bullied, and the, main kid, or the main target of the bullying, he's sitting there listening to it and not doing anything because he's like, "Cool, I get a break for a little bit. They're not fucking with
Yeah.
me." And I'm like, "That is so fucking real." I feel
Uh-huh.
like if you were ever bullied, like, you totally get that. It's just like, "Man, like, I know how bad it sucks, but, like, I gotta have a break from it myself. Like, you gotta take a turn." You know?
Yeah. And
Ugh.
that's another thing uh with what this movie represents too, also the whole how the main character, how he tries to fit in.
Mhm.
It's that whole borderline where it's like you could tell he's like he doesn't wanna be mean to the other kid, he actually wants to help him, and then
Yeah.
there's, like, a flip at some point where he just starts being like a bully with everybody else, and I'm like, "Ah, I remember that," and I had that kinda
Yeah.
happen, like, some of my
Mhm.
best friends, we didn't talk at school.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of school, we were homies, like, we hung out all the time, but at school, "Oh, hey, man, what's up? Oh, what's up?" That was it, you know? But,
Yeah.
this movie is just really well done. The characters, the writing, I feel like I'm regurgitating. I'm spitballing here because 'cause I'm trying to get my thoughts up. Uh,
Yeah, it was so good. Like, the way that they did tension in this movie was just it was awesome. Like, in the camp that they're at, um, it's a water polo camp. So, you have the pool, and then there's an area above it that's, kinda like a weird balcony, that goes around. I kept thinking someone was gonna get pushed off of that balcony into the
Oh,
pool. Oh my god! Because the 2 boys are up there and the bully is up there and he's confronting the other guy. I was like, "Dude, somebody's going over the fucking railing."
thought it was gonna
Like,
turn into, like, the good son situation.
yeah. Well, not even like them, like, splatting on the ground, but yeah,
Yeah.
like, getting pushed off into the pool or like
Well, it taken,
and
like, a
this
violent
movie
turn like that, you know,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I thought something like that was gonna happen too, and that's why I wanted to preface the whole, like, this isn't like a normal horror movie, this is more of a
Yeah.
psychological movie because that was the only thing why I don't think I gave it 5, is because I went in expecting this crazy shit, and then when I by the end of it, I was like, "Oh, this was just a coming of age psychological story, okay."
To me, I still feel like it was a horror movie. I mean, it was like
Oh, the
I was
horrors
fucking
of growing up, yeah, and dealing with that
yeah,
kinda shit.
but just, like, how it was edited and everything, it just felt, like, so fucking tense, like, you felt
Mhm.
like you were gonna drown in that fucking pool, you know? It was
As
really
someone
liked it.
whose biggest one of his biggest fears is drowning, trust me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I mean yeah, that
Shit, I got stuck in a water cave last night on Minecraft, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. I'm like, "I gotta get out."
oh my god.
Ended up just letting my character die so I could just respawn at my house. I got lost anyway, I didn't know where I was.
Damn.
Yeah, I oh, one thing though, the fucking bunk bed scene. You know what I'm talking about. Me personally, that doesn't happen. I don't know if other dudes do that. I don't know if that's like
I remember some guys on the bus talking about something similar, and I was like, what are y'all up to? My friends and I aren't doing that."
I remember dudes talking about how they'd, like, all, like, take a ruler and they'd go into, like, the other room and measure and come back, like, "Yeah, look here, blah,
Uh,
blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "That what y'all doing?" I'm like, "And now you guys are some of the most homophobic people ever." Like
always the homophobic people that,
doing weird shit.
have
Yep.
some secret thoughts
Yep. Yep, yep, yep,
to
yep.
push down. Yeah,
But
I get
cool, man. Look, we got some pretty cool, uh, movies we talked about, and one that apparently wasn't that cool.
it
Uh
is that cool. Do you wanna do the announcement real quick? Or not real quick. The Blair Witch thing?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I was over here, I'm like, I was panicking, like, "Did I miss a message?" So, moving on from the watches, because all I watched was Leviticus, and we'd already talked about that. Um, the other day where art thou? There it is. The other day, Lionsgate and Bloody's Disgusted and a couple other movie places posted a, air quotes, "cryptic" video, and it's like a foggy forest and a glitchy camera, and you see the Blair Witch logo, and you see 2427, and it looks like a 1 at first, but then it spins into a 9, and we got an official fucking release date for the next Blair Witch movie, September 24th, 2027. I
Yeah.
can't fucking wait. Um, I'm stoked for this. I'm hoping it's gonna be found footage. If it's not, what the fuck y'all doing? Don't ruin it. Please, it's like you need to this is one of those ones where, like, I know I should not get my hopes up, but
But they're up.
they are up and everyone knows how I feel about this movie. So much so that Alyssa had to rub it in my face that she got tickets to go see it at the
It's
anniversary
true.
showing? Or what was it?
Actually, now I can't remember if I don't think it was an anniversary, Alamo has this thing called Terror Tuesday, so I think it was just one of those.
Oh, okay. Because I
They
thought
had it in 35 millimeter, so I think, like, a copy was going around and yeah,
this
salt in the
motherfucker
wound, salt in the wound!
this motherfucker, you want some lemons? Squirt that shit in there too? No. How was that? Was it good? I think we did talk
Yeah,
about this
cool.
briefly last time, but I don't care about talking about it again. People can kiss my ass.
Yeah, I don't know if we did, but, it was fucking cool. It was It's awesome. I
Like,
don't know why
seeing it
I'm
see you don't know why what? Why you're
I don't know why I'm just, like, completely my mind is, like, blank.
wha
Um,
what was it like watching it like, seeing it on 35 millimeter? Did it feel like seeing it a different movie or seeing it for the first time, or did it have a
in a
different
way
vibe?
yes. I mean, I feel like it was, like, a pretty, like, clean copy, I guess, so it didn't have a bunch of the, like, little pops or fuzzies or whatever.
Okay, because I know I've mentioned it before, there is a cut where the color and everything is good, but that's because it's, like, a European version.
Mm.
We
Yeah,
we
this
didn't
one
get
was
that box
still
set.
all, pretty brown.
Pretty brown? Okay.
Yeah, like, I forgot how brown of a movie this is, like, to at a certain point, that somebody's wearing a red shirt or something, I'm like, "Oh, shit, this movie is in color, okay." Just kinda forgot.
Yeah, it flip-flops back and forth between the 2 because of the 2
Yeah.
different cameras. Uh, was it cool seeing it on the big screen? Like, did you notice things you didn't notice before? Or
Yes. So this was my 3rd time seeing it. First time was in high school, so I didn't really remember anything other than it was scary. Second time, I watched it on Tubi, which I feel like just definitely cut the magic because it's like a tense scene that's like, "Online gambling."
Yep,
So,
yep,
in a
online gambling.
way
"You wanna take this
yeah,
medicine for depression? May cause anal
yep.
bleeding."
Gonna make your ass bleed, though. Get ready to mop up ass blood, and then
Oh
it's like,
god.
"Okay, back to Blair Witch." In a way, it did kind of feel like I was watching it for the first time, um, and I noticed at the beginning, that they talk about I don't remember names, I'm horrible with that, but basically, like, that guy that would put the children in the corner while he killed the
Oh,
other
okay.
ones, and as soon as they said that, I was like, "Oh, shit, that's the end of the movie," and I didn't remember that from watching it
Oh,
before.
okay.
And I was
Interesting.
like, "Man, I need to learn more about all the, like, lore and backstory and stuff."
I don't know why I'm saying interesting because I was one of those weirdo you said you've only seen it 3 times. I
Yeah, that was
had watched this movie so much, it was a staple watch just because I was like,
oh.
"Yo!" To me, it was like that tape that got around even though everyone had it, everyone's seen it, but to me, I'm like, "Yo, this movie's crazy." Uh, that's awesome, though. I hope we can get something like that here, or at least we get that version that I was talking about
Mhm.
that, you know I don't know. I just really like this movie, and I will die on that hill.
I forgot, um, which guy went missing.
Josh!
So is it huh?
It's Josh.
Josh, okay. I
Mhm.
thought it was Mike that went missing, and in watching it, I think it's that I was hoping it was Mike that went missing, not
Oh,
Josh, 'cause Mike is a fucking shithead.
yeah,
Yeah, I just, like, threw the map away. "You did what?
yeah.
What?"
There are reasons for this, though.
That is true, there are reasons, but I'm like, "Come on, Blair Witch, use your discernment, take Mike."
Yeah. But well, that's the
I
thing,
mean
though. Like, so the theories are is that the Blair Witch is, like, playing the puppeteer behind, and it's kind of, like, making them, like, kind of, like,
oh, okay.
got him to get rid of it so they'd go in circles, and also she can manipulate
Okay, I
time
see.
and everything, that's why they can't find their way out. They kinda go into that a little more in the 2016 Blair Witch,
Mm, mhm.
and there's a whole lot of, like, fan theories and shit of why people did what. Like, there's one where it's like Heather knew what she was doing the whole time because, like, the witch was, like, getting her to bring them there, and it's fan theories that, like, kinda check out, and you're like, Okay."
Yeah.
I don't really like that one with the whole Heather thing, but I like the ones that are out there. Plus, him
Mm.
being a shithead felt so perfect because they were all fucking hungry, and that man was hangry.
Yeah, that's true. That would be me for sure.
'Cause throughout production, they just kept slowly giving them less and less food.
Uh,
It just fucking with them in the middle of the night.
oh, another thing that I missed so I remembered from the second time I watched it, that part where they're in the tent, all of them are still there, and then they just, like, run out into the woods. And I was like, "Why the fuck do they do that? Like, why would you just randomly run out in the woods?" Well, I didn't hear that, like, the children were, like, literally outside of the tent, and I didn't realize they were, like, pushing on it. Like,
Yeah.
holy fucking shit, okay, that makes it way scarier and make way more sense. Because 'Cause I'm sitting there like, "Why are you doing that?" Like, "Yeah, there's weird noises out there, but why are you running out there?" Yeah, I think I would run out too.
Now imagine you sleeping in a tent knowing that any given moment something like this could happen, but you just
Ugh,
don't know when. Because that's what this was. They were really sleeping and they just came up to the tent. That was like, the directors and shit, fucking with it, fucking with
ugh,
them. We we
man,
we gotta
rough,
do a deep dive on this movie because, like, I would
for
love to
sure.
talk about it with you, and that way I can
Yeah,
upload that
I
other
need to watch
episode,
these.
and instead of uploading that and then adding hours to it, I'll upload it as 2 separate episodes. That way, people have 2 drops, and it's like they could listen to this episode and then listen to the one I recorded, years ago, a few years ago. Because I just like talking about this movie, and I think everyone should enjoy it, and it is one of the movies that made the genre. It's a staple, and I feel like it deserves to be in the books as, one of the most creative things at the time, especially marketing-wise, but we already
Really.
know all this.
Yeah, you and Anthony's episode is what got me to watch it for the second time on the Tubi.
Nice. That sucks that's the way you watched it, man.
I know.
I went and bought it on Fandango because I was or it was Vudu at the time, because I didn't own a physical copy and I couldn't find one anywhere, but, yeah, I bought it on there. I think I rented the sequel. I need to get the
Mm.
sequel and rewatch it. The truth of the oh my god, the book Shadows,
Oh, wow.
the non-found footage movie, which we need to watch that and we could talk about it.
Yes.
Um, yeah, so one last thing for Blair Witch that I wanted to bring up, and then I guess we could wrap it up. Um, so Mike and Josh came back as producers for the new movie, as
Oh,
well as
wow.
the 2 original directors, and the Portrait of God director, the short we talked about, he's directing it. And the whole time I was thinking, I was like, "Where's Heather? Why isn't she coming back?" And I just figured she just didn't want anything. I mean, she was like, "You guys go have at it. You guys have fun." But an article came out and it says original Blair Witch Project star Heather Donahue explains why she's not part of the new movie team. And where's her quote? It just says when it was recently announced that the original filmmakers and stars of the Blair Witch Project have been invited to join the filmmaking team for the upcoming Blumhouse reboot movie, one name was notably missing from the lineup, Heather Donahue, who of course played Ray Hance, who of course played Heather in the original found footage horror classic back in 1999. I thought her name was Heather. I thought they played themselves. I didn't know her name was Ray, or did she change it because of the movie?
Changed it
She
because
did?
'cause I'm pretty positive that she did because she was getting too much attention and be more, like, under the radar.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it right here. Born that okay, cool. Alright, that makes more sense. Alright, anyway, blah, 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 while everyone returned, uh, Heather Donahue has made the decision not to be involved with the project. Donahue explains in a Facebook comment this week, "There seems to be some willful confusion about my involvement with the reboot. I want to clarify, I am not participating. I was offered an agreement that, for me personally, raised difficult long term questions about rights, future technological use of identity and voice, the ability to
Ah!
speak freely, and compensation. Ultimately, it just wasn't something I felt comfortable signing." Donahue explains, "I genuinely wish everyone involved well." Donahue adds, "But preserving my autonomy mattered more to me." What do you take from that? Because I
That's
took
gotta be
more
some AI bullshit.
see, that's what I took, but then I also was wondering if, like, maybe just like using her voice, like clips from the older movie
Maybe.
clipped
Yeah.
into this somehow, you know, but
But I feel like that would be an extreme reaction. I mean, she's talking about her
yeah,
autonomy, you know?
exactly, yeah, and so I'm hoping that they're not heavily using AI in this, but I guess we'll find out because that's gonna really bum me out that I'm like, "I wanna like
Yeah.
this, but now Imma feel bad about liking it because I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, that sucks.
But I do get the whole, compensation thing because they got fucked over on the last movie.
Mhm.
And the ability to speak freely, I guess, because it's like, hey, maybe NDAs, you can't talk about this. And she's probably like, I don't want to do that again. I want to be able to talk
Yeah.
about stuff. So, yeah, but the future technological use of identity and voice, that does feel like AI. Like, hey, can we need the rights to your voice to use in future things? And it's like, no,
Yeah. If that's
we'll
the
see.
case, I don't blame her.
Oh, for sure. But
Right.
I wanted to read that because of that part. I wanted to see your take on it and your reaction,
Mhm.
and I got exactly what I thought was gonna happen.
Predictable. Read me like a book.
Yeah, just like old DR.
Yep.
But yeah, that's just what I had to read. Um, one little thing Imma drop 'cause a movie was announced yesterday. I can't remember the name of it. Just go look on Bloody Disgusting's website. It's there. Uh, something is a throwback to something Alyssa said, and I was like, "No." And even then when I said no, I think I was just being contrary to be contrary. But I will, I will say that, Alyssa did call this that,
Oh, what is it?
uh and I wanted to bring this up last week and stuff too, but liminal horror is becoming a thing now. And this is the
Ah.
shift from grief to liminal. So we got back rooms and they got that short film Liminal, which I'm excited about.
Uh-huh.
And then I've seen, like, other projects about other liminal things, and I keep seeing liminal, like it's the new multiverse shit too. That's what everyone wants to see is liminal spaces. It's the new cool thing, and now I'm like, "No, I like that because it was niche."
Yeah. It was rare and yeah. Pretty.
But this new movie got announced. Here it is, The Space Between, and it's about a mall cop who basically, you know, walk around a mall, and I think there's, like, an entity, of course, obviously. There's something in there with him, he's not alone, but they were allowed, got permission to have 100% full access to every space in this mall to show the
That's cool.
vast size of it. I think it was like 96,000 square foot or some massive thing, and yeah, so I the trailer looks cool. I'm excited about it, but I do not want this genre to get run into the ground because every one of the comments was like, "Oh, great. I can see it now. I already see it. Liminal's gonna be the next 2
Here
years."
we go.
But yeah, I just wanna throw it out there. Just, shout out to Alyssa. Look at her for calling it.
Thank you. I am always right about everything, so thank you for acknowledging that. Well, you didn't have to have a look on your face like that.
No, because Sandy says that all the time, and I'm always like, "You
No.
motherfucker."
I
Typical
know she
woman response. No.
yeah.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
playing, I'm playing.
if the shoe fits.
This is true, but I feel like I'm also, I'm pretty right.
Yeah, you have good pattern recognition.
I do. Good pattern recognition for a man, I guess. No, I'm playing. Um, but yeah, we can wrap this up because I gotta go to work, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure Alyssa wants to go eat because it's lunchtime, and she's a normal functioning human being who wakes up at a normal time and has a normal, daily schedule. I do not. But yeah.
It's hard.
Oh, good luck with your cats meeting, by the way. I saw your video.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, one of them ran in here the other night, like, before planned, and they just, like, stared at each other, and I was like, "Oh my god," because one of them is way more muscular than the other, and, like, seeing them side by side for the first time, it was like seeing, like, the Hulk and then, like, a child. But it was fun.
The video you posted was hilarious. It was the cats, like, trying to get in, and then you look over, panned over to the other one, and that was just like, "What the fuck?
Yeah. Why are you
Why are
so
the voids
obsessed with
threatening me?"
me?
Huh?
Yep. Why are you so obsessed with me?
"Why don't you love me?"
Pretty much.
Anyway, people, thank y'all for listening. This was another episode of the Nightmare Signal podcast. I just realized I didn't say that at the beginning, but hey, here's the intro and outro. We have stickers. Go follow us on Instagram at the Nightmare Signal Pod on Instagram, or send us an email if you want to tell us anything you want horror related. You want to tell us what you think about the podcast, whatever, at the nightmaresignal@gmail.com. Look us up on YouTube. We will have stuff there at some point, or you could listen to the podcast there. Anyway, please
Perfect.
leave a comment, rate, whatever, do the stuff, tell your friends. We hope you guys enjoy listening to us. But until next time, my dudes,
Bye.
bye.
Adios, turd nuggets.